great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact. All part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor.
Here's Brown. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Offensive rebound.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Plumlee with the screen, and Iguodala comes to help. Brown with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. It's Brown with the drive.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Barnes, who's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Curry. Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Kicks to Barnes. They set the pick. Thompson inside the line. And again, no good by Golden State. Brown outside. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Passes it to Mr. Clutch. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Walking with legends here, guys. Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart, averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA. With the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that, it really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ellis is checked in.
You want to know from him, not me.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
You still on NBA Live.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Good.
Brown up. Plumlee with the screen. Stolen. And Jay gets the whistle. That's that's his fourth foul of the contest.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Ellis wide open.
Nothing's come easy for him, especially in this half. I mean, everything's been a struggle. The defense has been sticky. That's created situations where they've not been able to run their offense effectively. And it's just been a struggle this half.
Monte Ellis is always on the net for the big shot. When things are on the line, he is a guy that is not afraid to step up.
Kevin, last season, he had a number of big second halves and fourth quarters for the Mavs. Really took over that primary scoring role from Dirk Nowitzki. Stole a lot of games for them last season. Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And, guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Here's Green. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got 7.
Yeah, Monte did have a lot of big second halves for the Mavs last season. Seems like at least half a dozen games for them, he would just take over. Started to get looked at as the top go-to guy lately.
As hot as he's been in this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Green, the screen, over in the corner, Barnes fires the 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight.
And for Monte, it makes sense to go to him late in games. He's so fast that he can create a shot anytime he wants. And very rarely does he not give you a chance to win with just one shot remaining.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Azili. Klay Thompson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Feeds it to Varejau. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clock at 6. Left side, Brown. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Brown's got 18 points now here in the second half. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th.
We out.
Detroit leading by 18. Our 4th quarter action. That was incredible.
The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia. The Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Brown.
Floater.
That's good.
Brown's
got 4 points this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Curry kicks to Green. And Brown over to help. There's Curry. Nails the wide open jump shot.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double teamed. Terrific pass.
Brown dishes to Leonard. They find Jay on the way. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
I'm trying to get a freaking double here.
Got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's stolen by Aminu. All going up court.
I had a pass to you.
1-2 punch right there. I mean,
trying to get a double now.
The elevation, Kevin, on the finish.
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great
the
play.
Triple double means
that indicates the importance
get an
of great
assist
on-the-ball
and 10 rebounds.
as was displayed
So
right
10
there.
assists and 10 rebounds.
Detroit leading by 22. Leonard the pass to Brown. Beyond the arc.
Oh my God!
Comes up with the rebound.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Let's get it!
Slammed in by Plumlee.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah,
guys.
lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him. And guys, more and more, you know, we're seeing the league try to protect the health of the players. I mean, you see the evidence on the court. Over the last 5 years, the league has cut down the number of cameramen along the baselines in half, giving these great athletes.
Your name. Oh, yeah. Exactly, bro. Let me see it. Oh, did he post up her saying?
It's a little more runway to land safely.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his
Another
team.
one.
He's
Oh.
looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense. Lots of shots and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the ball. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And speaking of more space for the players, there's even been talk of widening the court. What do you think of that, Clark?
You know, players have gotten bigger and more athletic, so I wouldn't be opposed to maybe widening the lane a bit. I know the owners with those front row seats raking in that cash might not want to expand the court. Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. Out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Now Curry. He kicks it to Green.
And I'll be at a triple-double.
Green, the screen. Poke loose. And it's Verajao penetrating. Great D that time from Leonard. Detroit with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. And the shot no good, a bit short. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Thompson. It's hauled in by Brown. For Detroit, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
Oh, God.
Here's Curry. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
DeMar Curry injured.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
I'm pretty sure.
Brown dishes to Leonard.
Oh, my gosh.
Brown outside. Out to the right wing. Puts it up from 17. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Brown's got 6 assists here tonight.
But what's he injured on? He on fire, bruh. That's a bad. I just said it. Curry. Oh no, right shoulder injury.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
I could leave him open.
Again, Curry missing. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Pass to Mr. Clutch.
Yes.
And another three for Detroit.
Every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run. And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Also, at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
Iguodala Green. Thompson outside. Shoots from the elbow.
I'm so lucky I don't got
Detroit with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Detroit.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? It's got to be frustrating to shoot so poorly when the other team is on fire.
And in what's been a solid season, to say the least, tonight's game to push their win total now up to 53.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jay. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Mason Plumlee.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Azili can't get it to go.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Round with it. Barbosa picks him up. Here's Plumlee. And off the left side of the rim.
Let's get it.
Rolls in
Got
for
it.
it.
Triple
And they're not
double.
finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking
Triple
any
double.
chances, Greg.
Triple
This is how
double.
you close a game
Triple
out. Textbook.
double. Triple double.
There's a screen
Yes.
to the middle. Foul call that
I
time
got
on the
it.
way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
87-52.
Good on the second free throw.
87-52.
They're enjoying a
87-52.
commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their
I
starters
think
a
nobody can
rest.
break
Always
Simon
critical
Sexton.
when you get ready for that home stretch.
Up top, Brown. It's in.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave
Tomorrow
this
is
team
Monday.
a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
He's like double.
Kevin, thank you. So why don't we take a look now at our Jordan Player of the Game? It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
That girl's so crazy.
Hello?
Dad,
Yeah.
what time are we leaving?
I don't know. You ready to go?
Yeah,
Well, go upstairs and wake your sister up. Is all your stuff packed up?
it should be.
Well, go do all that now.
Okay. See that. What you wear in the bedroom? I want my hair around. Jimmer. Jimmer. You gonna go? Huh? Huh? He said you going tomorrow? Jimmer! Jimmer! Are you going tomorrow?